everybody, to another episode of the GooseCast. We are your hosts, Dalen J. Martin, Maddie Bobatti, and Brianna, the actual soon-to-be Flying Goose.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say flying to the south, but it's like not. I'm going west.
Deep south.
Brianna is soon-to-be stewardess Brianna. Oh, I'm sorry, flight attendant Brianna. Can't say stewardess anymore.
Yeah.
Why? What's wrong with stewardess? It's always a
Yeah,
gender.
now it's flight attendant. Yeah.
It has to be gender neutral.
Yeah.
Stop being stewardess like
Well,
10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Steward, right? Or no, does it not work that way?
I forget what's the reason why, but I think it's because because I remember I was on Reddit and someone was like pissed off, being like, people think you're just a waitress in the sky, but it's not, because you know all the safety procedures and you like have to like all this
You're
stuff.
Trained.
So it's like
it's a little bit more than just bringing people little airplane bottles.
I think
Coke.
I think it's also from when they were called stewardess, it was only women were doing it. So I think maybe that changed it. I don't know, but they're
particularly attractive women was kind of the idea behind it.
no uggos allowed.
Yeah.
So
until
Branna.
I don't fly too much, but most of the time it's like men that are doing it. When I fly, the couple times that I've flown,
it's still predominantly. Yeah. Honestly, you see a couple of guys, but it's still predominantly. It's like nurses. Like there's still male nurses, but it's still predominantly.
My last trip back and forth was just all men, and they were so nice because they were all gay, and it was really nice. They were just like, "Oh, you want an extra chip?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?"
Where was your last flight?
Stop it.
Well, Florida and back. We went to go see.
Oh, right.
The engagement,
right. I had a guy talking to me recently who was like. He was getting bothered by it's like, oh, why is it,
so
actress, actor, like, why, because, like, everybody's just called an actor now. You don't really call them actresses anymore. He's like, I don't understand why. I'm like,
waitress, waiter, now it's just server.
But I mean,
server.
Keep it gender neutral, I guess.
Like, if you're a bartender, you're a bartender. It doesn't matter.
Server's a little bit more degrading because the like action of that is, I'm serving your table, me lord. But I also, in the other vein, I fucking hate it because it makes you sound like a Neanderthal with 3 teeth when someone says, yeah, so she got a job waitressing. Like, that's just like, it's like a dash ing, like it's not a real fucking term, I was waiting, because my friends too would be like, yeah, so what was it like waitering? I'm like, yeah, what's that? Anyway. No, I was serving my Lord Regent this evening.
Cupbearer.
His fine cup of Dale's Pale Ale.
Oh, no.
I gotta get that off my chest. I've been thinking about that.
Yeah. I mean, because it is like, you look down upon almost, even though.
Yeah, 100%. They treat you like garbage.
Everybody
I love the people, too, that treat you like garbage, but like with a smile.
Oh,
kind of like that story you were telling me where that lady was like, did you just smoke a cigarette? And you were like, yeah, because like, what the fuck? Like, did that have to do with your drink order? And she went and slapped you on the back, and she was like, I can tell. And then the whole rest of the night she was like, like on top of you with niceties, because she realized she just physically fucking assaulted you, and that could have gone a completely different way for her.
What's funny about that is like, these are people who grew up smoking cigarettes everywhere.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you guys don't really, because I think smoking in restaurants was done by the time that you guys.
Done.
There's still a thing. Shout out Kevin. I forget what college he went to. Not that I would dox it, but like, there was this like restaurant pub kind of thing, and he said it was really nice, but like you were allowed to smoke cigarettes inside.
Certain there was one in North Carolina too. Certain bars, certain states I think have their own laws about it.
Yeah.
But
airports don't anymore. I don't think.
No. Certain bars have to get some sort of license for it. There was one bar because it was a cigar bar, so you would go there, you get drinks, but you'd also buy. So they had cigars and cigarettes for sale, which was dope. 2 in 1. Oh, I want to get a drink. Now I'm drunk. I want a cigarette. Let me just buy a whole pack. They were fucking, I forget the name of it.
But like my mom Rich used to tell me that when they would go out, like if you went out with a brand new shirt on, you knew you were coming home. Cigarette burns all over that because everybody was smoking in the clubs and fucking like dancing
with it, bopping into you.
I grew up where you could still smoke in restaurants. Like anytime we'd go, and because my mom and my dad smoked all the time, it'd be like smoking section. Can
you imagine like being in a McDonald's and someone's just smoking a cigarette with a Big Mac?
Putting it out on their nugget
We used
sauce.
to be in friendlies in the smoking section. Or sometimes my mom would be like, let's take the non-smoking. And you'd go, and it'd just be a half wall. and you'd watch smoke
drift
like,
over, yeah,
drift over,
creep over like the gloom,
Yeah.
like the fucking mist.
Yeah,
in Stephen
yeah.
King.
I can't do that. Like, I remember one of my friends, like, she ate a lot faster than I did, and we would, like, be inside this apartment, and, like, I would be, like, halfway through my burger, and she was like, and I'm like, oh, I can't fuck
Yeah.
As someone who does smoke cigarettes, like, I don't know why, just, like, eating with the smell of it near me, I'm
turns
like,
you off.
yeah.
Well, it's like there's something to be said about like how great a cigarette is after you eat something if you're a smoker, but like when you're not smoking or you don't smoke as much, like or in that scenario. But people also too will like eat half their meal, smoke a cigarette, and then finish it. And I'm just like,
oh, that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
sick.
Yeah, go to jail.
I can imagine the smoking section, like grandma's over there fucking ripping 3 Lucky Stripes in the middle of her fucking baked potato, you know what I mean? And like grandson's over there trying to eat his mac and cheese, crying,
Putting
stinging
it
eyes,
out
know?
and then continuing to eat
It's
is
nuts.
crazy.
That's crazy.
I need like a couple of minutes.
Yeah, no, I
And
don't
like
know.
a cup
Before
of
I
water.
could, yeah.
And like a good
Have you guys ever met like a chain smoker?
I was born.
I don't know. I hung out with my buddy once, and he had his kid. He smoked easily a pack and a half, maybe 2 packs of cigarettes in the like 6 hours that we hung out. And I mean, like
That's a
he
lot.
would
Finishing them?
he'd nub
one,
one,
light another one, yeah.
light it with the tip of it,
Yeah.
and then just.
I used to
boom,
do shit like that
boom,
when I was
boom.
younger.
I was like, yo,
Yeah, those
Reds,
were bad. Reds too. Yeah, always.
I was like,
I was really bad with shit like that. I don't know why. I thought it was like cool as fuck.
I've never
It's
really.
not cool.
I've only seen you do it while you were drinking. Like, you'd like...
Flick one, light another one.
Yeah.
That if I'm drinking, yeah.
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 That's-
We're in
I've
story
never
time
done...
mode,
I've
too,
probably
you
done
know?
that like twice in my life, but like every time I've seen you do it, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, I'll stand out there and I'll
But
change
that's
something.
when I'm like, I'm in the mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll smoke my whole pack and then I'll start bumming like a fucking fiend.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But like
Back
I've told
in
you
the day,
guys,
anyway.
if I'm not with you guys or if I'm not with Richie or whatnot, I don't touch cigarettes. I don't really like. I don't walk to the store smoking a cigarette and stuff like that. It doesn't. I don't even
you
want
have
one.
like half finished packs all over the place.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, well, that was Wednesday's pack. I'm done with that. You know?
That's why I would like, because I'm like, it's like a week and a half old. I'm not
right.
gonna.
I'm not gonna get a new one. Yeah, exactly. I know you do.
This-
Fucking, it's stale. You know? It's like me. I was buying cartons of Reds, throwing them in the freezer like a pro.
Wow,
I was
wow.
keeping them shits.
My mom used to do when she was like traveling back and forth to Puerto Rico for work. She would stop at the duty free, bro. She'd come back with like fucking 4, 5, 6 cartons.
Do they have bathrooms at the duty free? Can you shit there or no?
You know what a duty free shop is?
It's
No,
just
you
like,
don't. You don't fly enough.
You can't poop there. No duties allowed there. You'd fucking love it there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that'd be my favorite place. No, duty free is in the airports stores because there's no taxes.
Right.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
You know, just be cool around me. 3 months duty free. You know,
I might pop at any moment.
any moment. Don't hug me too tight or at all. I'll shit myself right here.
That's
God.
I think I've told you guys the story of when I had to leave my exes. And
Yeah. Tell that on the pod.
Yeah. Did I?
I think you might have. Where that story where you walk? I know I've heard it before, but yeah, when you were walking home. Yeah, I think we talked about it last week.
I don't think I told it on the pod
Maybe
though.
not.
No.
everything's all blending
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I don't know what day it is.
This might be a repeat, might get cut, but I'm fresh. We're dating like I don't know 6, 7 months, something like that, maybe a year, and like it took me mad long to even open up her fridge.
Yeah.
So I had a day where my stomach was like, let's go. And I couldn't. I was like, I'm not shitting in her house. I can't do it.
Right.
So I tell her, I was like, yo, I'm gonna
he
go.
is poop shame. Shit shame.
Like, I could like. I'm not one of like because there's what is it, shy bladder where like guys can't. There's some people.
Yeah, pee shy.
Yeah. If I like really needed to, but I'm like I'm fresh. I'm not gonna blow up your bathroom.
My pee shy.
So I go and I fucking take she wanted her mom to drive me home. I didn't want to do that because I was afraid about shitting in her car. So I take the
That's terrible.
Shit in her car, shit in her house.
right. So
my pants are getting.
So I refuse her mom driving me home, and I'm like, I'm gonna take the bus. So I take the bus. I get on an empty bus. And I'm just standing, and I remember the guy looking at me like, "You all right, buddy?" But I knew I'm like, I can't sit. So I take the bus.
Yeah, one bump.
Yeah. I get off my stop. I'm walking up, and you know how it gets worse the closer you get.
Yep.
I'm in like eyesight of my house.
That muscle, the mind-muscle connection.
I literally
was loosening
had
your
to.
bowels.
I stopped, and I looked to my right, and there's a garbage can from like the house I'm standing in front of. I literally.
You had that moment where you had like a contraction where if you took another step, it was coming down your leg.
Yeah. So I was like,
just stop. Stop moving.
Am I going to shit in this man's garbage pail? Like, I literally came.
How tall was this garbage pail? Did you have to like wheel it down to your ass?
It was, garbage. It was like a garbage day. So, like, they hadn't brought it back to their house yet. So it was still just like on the side on the curb.
No.
So I was just like, I might do it. And I was like, and I waddled back to the house. And like, I made it.
That's one of those days, too, where you're like, you either forgot your key or you're like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna bring that up.
Bro, I was at the door.
yeah, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that, what is that American Pie movie? Where Stifler puts the fucking, the X-Lax in the guy's fucking, he goes to the girl's room, she's fucking crying, shitting.
Yeah.
Or Dumb and Dumber, where he's like shitting his brain's house in the girl's house. I forget if that was Dumb and Dumber 1 or 2.
I never saw the second one. I think that's the first one.
I never liked Dumb and Dumber, but I think it might be the first.
No, I just remember like him like shitting his brains out. Toilet clogs. There's no toilet paper.
Yeah.
He ends up using the like hand towel.
But there's also Along Came Polly. Ben Stiller does that.
Oh yeah,
He thinks about using a ferret at one point.
Yeah. Is that that's the same one where he tried to zip up his fucking pants and caught his nut in it?
No, different movie.
Which one's that?
That's
where she has the autistic
Mary.
brother.
Something about Mary.
Something about Mary. Yeah,
Along Came Polly. Something about Mary.
Along Came Polly is him and Jennifer Aniston. Seymour Hoffman's in it. Let it rain.
I don't remember this one.
Oh my god, Along Came. No, Something About Mary is I think it's also Ben Stiller, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Dillon, and he's like, I work with retards.
Oh my god.
Something About Mary is Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz. She like uses the jizz to like fucking
And her hair is just sticking.
Oh my, she'll like a cockatoo.
I was never really a big fan of something about Mary.
I've probably seen it like once or twice. Ben Stiller I thought was really funny when I was younger.
Yeah.
Dodgeball and shit. I mean, that had so many.
No, Dodgeball's not Ben Stiller.
Oh, I'm thinking of yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. He plays.
Yeah. What's the gym called? I forget. I want to say like Jumbo
Globe
Gym.
Mac?
They're Global
Global Gym.
Global Gym.
Just Global.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's
the big black actor. I think that's the one who passed away, right?
Yeah.
With that really soft voice.
Wasn't he Tyrus in
Michael Clark
the Adam
Duncan?
Sandler movie? He's like the older brother.
Yeah.
No.
Little Nicky? No, not him.
I don't think he's not in Dodgeball either. Michael Clark Duncan.
That's not him?
No.
Because of Michelle?
Yeah, no, that's that's not Michael Clark Duncan. No. Michael Clark Duncan used to, if you like met him on the street and you knew his whole name, he'd give you like $10.
Dude, free money hack. Okay.
Yeah.
R.I.P. He was great.
Yeah. Green
Movie
Money.
cast.
Recently, oh god, I forgot his name.
We're picking up right.
His name was like Fat something. He was a DJ. He's that DJ that does, every DJ has it in their mix. Where it's like, you got a $20 bill, put your hands up.
He just died today. Yeah.
Put your hands up.
He died on stage. He was performing, and apparently he just
on stage
hit the ground. And
I didn't see that.
This happened yesterday. I saw it on the news at Korean barbecue.
Fat Boy Slim.
No.
Yes.
That's that British DJ
Oh,
guy.
right.
It's I had it pulled up because I wanted to talk about it.
I even said
I'm hitting back on all these, and it's like, what kind of autism did you get?
I even said to Natasha
Fat Man
that
Scoop.
they're going to be like blasting that song probably all weekend.
They already do it.
Yeah, they already do, but I'm saying like even more so.
Yeah.
Fat Man Scoop Hour.
That sucks though.
All right, so
topics.
Yeah, why don't you, Brianna? Why don't you tell us about your first drunk experience?
Oh God. Okay. I was a freshman in high school, and I brought one of my childhood friends with me to my dad's friend's beach house, and like they've been friends their whole entire lives, so they had kids. Like everyone had kids around the same time, so it was like basically like cousins that you're with that are all like your same age
Bring
and
all
stuff.
the kids together, let them do their own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Family.
Wouldn't know about that.
yeah, wouldn't know. And they lived in like a private area. It was cool. Like it wasn't like a gated community, but like it's like so far out that like it's like everyone's kind of close knit that like if there was like a random like car or something, like people would be like, all right, who the fuck is that?
Is this Jersey?
No, like close to the Hamptons.
Oh, okay.
And the small community that it is, like it's so safe out there that I remember like seeing one of their younger kids. They were like 7 or 8 at the time, and they were like, oh, I'm gonna walk to whatever's house, and I was like, she can just walk by herself.
You did it barefoot in the street.
No, literally barefoot.
I know.
Crazy. And he had a boat, 2 jet skis, and it's like right on the bay. So when you go into their yard, the bay is right there. You could like take a canoe or something and just like roll out. And the adults were all partying or whatever, so like we had like free reign on the booze, like because they're not paying attention to us.
Plus, they're also kind of like, yeah, absolutely.
We know what's gonna happen.
Safe.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not out somewhere, yeah.
And I remember it was me, Kevin, and my childhood friend, and our like other like 2 cousins. I think my brother was there. And like the neighborhood kids, and one of them was like a really bad kid. Like he would always get banned from my uncle's house because he would like fucking hurt us or like just break something. Yeah. And I think we were like, someone got wine, someone got like a hold of vodka, and so like my first drink was vodka Sprite, and like we were just dumping out the cans. Like we would like go upstairs, like sneak a bunch of soda from the cooler, empty out half of them, and we put vodka in them. And I got like fucked up off of like 2 or like 3.
The low key flask there. Like,
yeah.
Just sneak it into the fucking football game, ass.
Yeah. And we were all hanging out in the basement, just like being fucking stupid,
drinking Sprites and giggling.
Yeah. Like I remember like Kevin's mom came downstairs and she was like, "Kevy, is everything okay down here?"
Shut up, Mom.
I never loved you.
And at some point, I guess it was like kind of late because like the adults were just like day drinking all day. So by the time it was like 11, 12, they're like, all right, like everyone go to bed. And we were all like on mattresses and stuff in the basement. So we were like still like partying per se, but like we were like had to be like a little bit more quiet, and like a few people were like passed out. They wanted to go to sleep. And I remember this fucking kid Chris, he was like a creep, and I was like passing out, and
this is the bad kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like 2 or 3 years older than me, and he kept like dragging me to like his mattress and like pause. Kevin and my friend that I brought with me had to like keep physically like dragging me out, and they were like, what the fuck, like leave her alone. So then we locked ourselves in a room, and years later we find out this kid Chris was arrested for putting like a camera in like a Target bathroom. He was he's like a fucking like predator,
huge sex offender.
He assaulted like a 13-year-old in a dressing room, and it's just so fucking crazy because I'm like,
you were almost a fucking victim.
His first one.
That was his first victim, man.
Oh my god.
Jesus
first time getting drunk.
Ooh, and it never stopped. I stay getting fucking grabbed. Oh my god, man, that's sick.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Yeah. I kind of have like I was gonna say similar story, but I don't. It's similar setting. So it was my grandfather who's passed on my dad's side. So grandmother that I live with, her husband, he had a brother, and we like
kept dragging you onto his bed,
right? Yeah, my great uncle, my granduncle. Now, him and like his side of the family, it was like a much bigger Babino experience. It's like a whole bunch of people, like kids and fucking cousins and stuff, and we never like kept in contact with them. My family was always like very tiny and close knit. But my brother, who's again your age, he was he was 21, 22 at the time, so I think I was like fucking 13, 12, something like that. I was also a freshman. He was keeping in touch with as he was coming of age. I think between the funerals and stuff, he connected with our cousin Nancy, which was my grandfather's brother's daughter. And she was cool, party animal. Like she was like in her 40s at the time, or maybe late 30s, early 40s, whatever. And her and her cousins, so like our distant family, they'd always do like a yearly trip. And like the parents and stuff, they have kids that were my age, a little bit older, whatever. And they did whitewater rafting one year. It was the only time I ever went whitewater rafting. It was fucking dope. I had the time of my life. But me and my brother went, some bonding. Like he was like, oh, I'm going to go, you're going to come with me. Okay. And I've had alcohol before at this point, but in small doses. Like I said, we used to go upstate. Right. Drink Jack Daniels or whatever. But this is when Four Locos were a thing. So my brother, I remember we stopped at Bagels R Us before it was Bagels R Us right by me. And he picked up a couple, like Four Locos, because we were going to be gone for like a weekend, like a couple days, like maybe like 5 days. And we were camped out in a tent by the lake, like a little bit away from where you would get on the fucking actual raft. And
did you guys have to like sneak them into your backpack?
No. It was a party, man. They had an ice luge. They were fucking. There was someone's dad pouring fucking shots in everybody's mouth. Like they were going in. They were having a great time. Me, I was like a bigger kid. I was tall.
Because you said you've been 6 foot since you were like.
I've been tall since I was about 13, that age. Yeah. So.
You were 6 foot at 13?
Yeah, bro.
I was 6 foot, probably around, probably later, like 14, 15, but 13 years old, I was...
you're like 5'10".
I was 5'10", yeah. I was tall as fuck, yeah.
I was 5'2".
Right, but, I'm tall, my brother's tall, and nobody really even knew us that well, and they were just kind of welcoming us into this group, and they were fucking giving us drinks. It didn't matter. My brother thought like, oh, we're gonna sneak you the Four Locos because they're gonna know you're too young. He's like, got me drinking Four Locos. This is the first and only time I fucking drank them. I was sloshed to shit.
Four Locos also they're Four Locos, bro.
Yeah,
like
this was the
real
first
Four
recipe.
Loco. Yeah.
This was the killing kid shit. Yeah. So I drank one. I was gone. But like we were like partying and shit, I was taking shots. When you're like young, yeah, exactly. That's when that started. When like you're young and you're like taking shots and it like doesn't even phase you. I was doing shit like that. I was taking the shots that the dad was giving out. I was doing the ice luge.
Taking shots that young.
I was taking shots of Jack before this. You know what I mean? Like
it's crazy.
The house. And we'd do like ice luges and shit. We're all chatting. Everybody's really talkative and like nice. And I was like, this is great. I'm having a good time. And then like somebody's like. Some cousin has like a family friend, this girl, and she's like my brother's age. Yeah. She's like my brother's age. So she's like 8 years older than me. And I'm drunk.
But you 6 foot, my guy.
Yeah. And I'm like baby faced. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I didn't have this until like
women just see height.
Yeah. I don't know.
You be ugly as fuck if you tall. They like,
I didn't say ugly. I said young. You could be an ugly bastard like you are.
No, the truth comes out.
No, I'm not mad that he doesn't watch my show.
Danny said you're just tall.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
that
came out bad.
I meant to be ugly as fuck.
Tell us how you really feel.
Because you're like, oh, baby face. Like I'm saying she's gonna ignore the baby face because you're tall.
Right.
But we were all fucked. This was like the first. Yeah, he digging. This was like the first. This was like the first real night we were out there. We were all getting fucked up. People are like crossing. So right next to us is like one of the rivers, but it's like a very choppy stream. Like it will take you away, And we're getting fucked up near. Honestly, not safe. But like there was a bunch of other people doing it too. I think that was like the grounds is what you do. And like if you swam, you could get through it. You'd have to be very careful, and then you get to the other side, you can like jump off an actual rock and whatever. The whole area was very pretty. I did that a couple times, fucking knocked the wind out of myself. Disgusting, But now at this point, I'm fucked up, and I'm just chatting this fucking lady up who's like, I'd say lady because I was a boy, and I'm chatting her up. And she's obviously drunk, and I'm drunk. She committed a sex crime.
Ooh.
Nothing crazy, but we was.
Is that what you said? Similar story.
We was making out, And I think now that I think I was probably. Now that I think about it, I was like.
He didn't get. I mean, he kind of got molested, but like.
OD, yeah.
He wasn't getting dragged to a bed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I was too big. And now when I think about it, I was definitely 15 or 16, not 13. That was way too young. But I was in the middle of high school. But still, this woman's like 23, 24.
Oh,
That's literally every 15-year-old's dream.
Yeah, it was sick.
I used to love when my sister would have a sleepover.
Yeah.
Because that was the little brother. They'd be hugging me and whatnot.
Yeah. You get a little feel.
Yeah.
You're like, I feel boobs on me. I like it.
I was titty height.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at his eyelashes.
Anyway,
I know what he's talking about.
These.
Me? Right.
You need to dry your toenails. With the wind from your legs.
I know, but just you in front of some toes, like.
It's all his David shit right here.
Yo.
Oh, dude, come on. Commit to the bit a little bit. It's funny.
It's because the bit is true.
It's because it's true. Yeah.
It's based in truth. I'm hot now. I hooked up with this woman.
Fuck yeah.
I hooked up with this lady as a teenager, and it was cool. And
It was cool.
it was cool. And then after that,
It was delightful.
I think that happened, and then like a couple hours later, she was like chatting up somebody else, and I got like jealous.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
Yeah, and especially in the night, we're all drunk.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. I don't think, but clearly I saw it, and I was like, I got a little weird. And then I remember like I was too fucked up, and I was like, well, now the party's ruined, right? So I go lay in like a tube, like one of those like inflatable tubes, and it's hitched to a fucking spike. Oh no, not even yet. I'm just laying. There's just a tube there on the ground.
So you were big Maddie. I'm gonna go
be in here. No, not even mad. Just like fucked up, but also like a little like, oh, and, you know.
Okay.
All limbs out. I'm looking up at the sky. I'm like, oh, I could hear the stars. You know what I mean? Like, I was fucked up.
Yeah.
My brother, and I remember she came over to me because she realized I was like fucking passing out. She was like, and she like, it was almost like I got broken up with almost. She came over to me. She's like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I just, and like let me down easy. She probably figured out I was 16 years old.
Yeah, 100%.
And realized that, oh fuck, I just kissed a child.
Yeah.
Fair. But
Wait, so she didn't know how it was like? Did she find out through your brother?
I think she must have found out through somebody how old
Yeah.
I was.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
for
I can
sure.
imagine.
Oh
but
my
also,
God,
fucking ask.
Yeah, or just look at me. You know what I mean? Like I said,
No, but again, height, bro. 6 foot. You know, you might not have had stubble, but you might have had a baby face. But you were a 6 foot guy. You were a big dude.
Big dude. But
And that age gap is terrible then. But in reality, it's only like 4 years. 4 or 5 years.
6, more.
Yeah,
but I'm
but-
still not even 18.
No, exactly.
You
That,
know?
I mean, it's terrible then. But
Yeah,
if you were
yeah.
25 and 31.
Right. See, it's way cooler when it happens to dudes, but you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But then to cap the story off, I remember
you're raping.
oh no, oh my dick.
Yeah.
To cap the story off, that happened. I was like, ooh, bummer. I'm in the tube. My brother comes over. He grabs the rope that's tied around this fucking thing. He ties it to a fucking spike. He spikes it into the ground, and then he goes, "See ya," and he fucking throws me into the water. And now I'm on this tube with like rapid water pulling me. Just let out, because he was like, "You've had enough. I think you're done." Because he's like, he didn't want me to get back up and drink more. So you put me out to dangerous waters while I'm fucked up. But I'm hitched to a spike at least. But I'm out in a tube with like, fuck, goddamn it,
Drunk off Four Loko.
past midnight, dark as fuck. No, obviously we're in the fucking mountains. No fucking lights, nothing.
Ooh, maybe she thought you was his brother. And she made out with the wrong
No,
one.
we look so different. But yeah, no, that was
your first.
that was like my first like drunk like.
And then you're
party
not
time.
hungover the next day either.
No, yeah, you get right back up.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So my
I
first.
thought I was built different then. It's just youth.
Yeah, straight
I was a
up.
bit of a late bloomer. I mean, like, obviously, like, when because I got an older brother and an older sister, so, like, my first sip of alcohol was some Old English when hanging out with my brother. I was, like, 11.
Ooh, ye old. Huh?
Yeah. 90s stuff, hanging out, whatnot. Like, that's my first sip. I remember my mom being like, I was like, is that grape juice? I was like 8. She was like, yeah, have some wine. Like, but the first time.
Shut up.
I always you know, my sister used to call me a mama's boy, or like a goody two shoes, but I always saw the difficulty that my sister gave my mom, and I never wanted that. Like, my dad was gone. Like, I want a good relationship. Like, let me not. Plus, I moved around so much. I never really had a group of friends who was like, "Oh, we're gonna go hang out in the woods." You know, I was always like, "Who? Hi, introducing myself again."
Yeah, right. My friends were all nerds. They didn't do that shit.
So my first drunk experience, I was like 18, 19. We went to St. Thomas. And
where is St. Thomas again?
U.S. Virgin Islands.
Oh, okay.
So my mom was working in Puerto Rico.
Wait, that's like near like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so my mom lived in St. Thomas for 9 months.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Richie about this recently. He's like, Richie
knew him.
No, they knew the island. Everybody knew the island. They talk about the island.
Oh,
sometimes he'd pull up on a boat.
Oh, wow.
And like like that.
For recruitment?
Did they see any little girls?
Richie said he's like we never, you know, he never really. He's like I also, you know, he's like, you know me. I was like, he's a fucking guy in a boat.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
Generic old white guy.
Right.
Like,
right.
Checks out.
Like wasn't whispers of like what was going on the island. More like, ooh, that's some billionaire's island over there. Like it was more about that.
Right.
But so we go to St. Thomas and I get obliterated. We're drinking from, you know, it's vacation. It's my first time ever really being on a vacation. We're getting obliterated. We go to this place. It was in a parking lot because it's in St. Thomas. We get wings there, and it took me about 15 years before I can eat wings on the bone again after this, because I swear it was the wings that did it to me.
Oh, made you sick.
We're drinking, we're hanging out, we're fucking, because we didn't really have any weed. So my sister's ex-fiance, he like quietly asks the waiter, like, "Oh, you know where we can get like some bud?" And in St. Thomas, you'll drive through some hills and you just smell it.
Yeah.
So the guy was like,
like in a cartoon. Yeah.
The server was like,
to the pie.
Yeah.
The server literally was like, "You haven't see that door? Go there." Like he goes in there
Really
because Pete was white. They first thought he wanted blow because the white guy
Go to that door.
The guy like puts it in his hand and Pete feels it. He's like, no, I meant. And they was like, "Oh, but they gave us like a bag because it's everywhere."
Based on the money you give them, yeah.
So like we get ripped, I get ripped. I wake up the next day. We're leaving. We have a flight to go home. I'm so bad in the bathroom,
Like
that
diarrhea.
It's coming out of everywhere. I'm shitting on the bowl while vomiting in a bucket.
Yeah.
Fill up the garbage pail.
The true purge.
And start. So I filled up the garbage pail. But I couldn't get off the bowl yet, so I just started throwing up in the bathtub.
It's like a reverse bailing your boat out of the water.
So
dump it.
I'm in there
dumping it into the toilet while you're sitting on it.
Past your dick and shit.
So because it was
holding back your dick,
bro. It was chunks. This shit was chunks. So like I remember just curling up on the bath mat and just like sleeping there for like a little while. But then again, because you're like 18. I purged my whole system.
Woke up.
Let's
get more chicken wings.
I came up. I was like, my mom was like, "I thought you were done." She's like, "I'm good. Give me a Heineken and whatnot." That was my first. That's
nice,
bro. It was nice because my first real wasted experience was in St. Thomas with like my my mom and whatnot, and because when we first. Because my mom was always
got a kilo of weed. Fucking
right. Because my mom was always like, I didn't really want to cause issues. Yeah. So then when we went to Puerto Rico, because the drinking age in Puerto Rico was 18, my mom was like, "Here," like she put it. I was like, "Is this a trick? Is this like,
are you gonna punish me when we get back to the States?"
Yeah.
When we cross the border back, you're gonna.
I can't believe you took that drink. It was a test.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But like that was I've never had anything weirdly sexual, thank God, happened to me.
It's because you're the predator.
Damn. Am I?
Cut it.
Am I the predator? That's
anyway,
Jesus Christ. You're trying to Me Too me before I'm even famous?
You can cut it out. It was right there.
It was there. It was there.
Right
it was there. We'll see. God damn. I'm not. At least I hope I'm not.
I'm
trying not to be.
Through, baby.
God damn.
He set it up. I don't think I've ever had any.
I meant like I've never.
Maybe you
as
don't
you
remember.
True.
Maybe you don't remember.
So I've never really gotten blacked out. I've only blacked out like.
I feel like I've gotten it worse with the age, where I'm like, what the fuck happened? And it's like
more
I
a
didn't get
memory
black.
loss,
Yeah.
Like I for sure was of sound mind while I was so fucked up, but then the next day I don't remember anything. But I remember bits of being like I was. I don't know. Is that blacking out or is that
I
browning
get
out?
it's brown.
It is
I've
brown.
browned
That's
out.
Where
but
you were
like,
okay, but then the next day you don't remember. And then if somebody tells you back, you're like, oh yeah, I was. I
I don't know. I've never really had the like. I mean, we've drunk. You've never seen me like fucking. Bouncing off of shit and not being able to stand up. No, I'm usually I'm making
Just
cacio
your-
pepe for everybody.
Barbecue, but like you were just more tired than anything. But like
Yeah, the heat
I was,
and the humidity got me on
yeah.
that.
But
Those
like I
first
was like,
couple
is that you
barbecues.
wasted?
Yeah.
Those first couple barbecues, we were fucking shit.
No, this was the last barbecue.
when we were in
Richie's.
In Richie's.
Richie
Yeah.
came out at the end of it. We banged a couple more shots, and I remember like people were telling stories, and I just started going like,
Yeah, falling asleep. Yo, that's my move.
yeah.
Way to get out of a conversation.
Brianna was shocked. She's never seen me.
Oh, doing
She's
that.
like, his
yeah.
eyes are closing.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
No, because
party
I thought he
animal.
was. I thought he was just that fucked up. Like I didn't think that.
Right.
Like
Wake up. Hey, wake up. You still have to make burgers.
yeah. No, I
Like
thought he
cleaned
was
up.
just fucked up, and he was like, nah. He was like, I was drunk, but like I was just tired. I was
I was
like,
just
oh,
tired.
okay.
Yeah. Like I've never really. I don't know. I've never. Maybe. I remember the last time I really ever. I mean, well, no, I've drunk and driven now, but one of the last times that really made me stop. Well, no. So I'll drink and drive if I'm like kind of local, but like I haven't done a drink and drive into the city.
Yeah.
Since this last time I went. It was me, my ex, and my sister and her ex. I drove them. We went out for someone's birthday. I was drinking like 12-year-old Jamesons. I drive them from the city to Williamsburg, hang out with my sister for a little bit more in her house, smoking weed and whatnot, and then I drove home. And when I woke up, my memory stopped going over the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh yeah, you like zoned out, but you were safe.
Couldn't remember
You
nothing.
complete muscle memory drive.
Couldn't remember nothing.
Sick.
Nothing happened to the car. Nothing.
God.
Like I was like, yeah, I was good, but like I couldn't remember.
That's so fucking scary.
That's
Because
like a
like, what if
blessing.
something like did happen? Like fucking 10 years from now, you're arrested because they were like, you fucking ran over my baby.
Yeah. But that's really
God.
that's really, that I woke up and I was like, I can't remember. Wow.
How I got
I was
home.
like, that was the last time I really ever drank and drove going to the city. Like like we're 5 minutes away here. I still shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
But a lot of times that's because it's like we're working bar shifts and stuff like that. And like but. You guys know me now. I'm
Yeah,
Uber and
you're
Uber.
like sweating it out too. At that point, you're drinking a lot of water.
Yeah.
and it's just
When
like,
you're
you're
bartending,
done.
hell yeah. You're fucking. Honestly, bartending, you don't really
Bartenders
get,
have the right.
but you really don't get like. I don't know.
Until like the music stops and you slow down for a minute, your heart rate slows. You're like, ooh,
even still,
there's the shot.
even still, like me, Tosh, and David, we've ripped a lot of shots
Yeah, I've seen
and been.
I've seen David a handful of times, absolutely pissed.
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah.
He's trying to do the money. He's sleeping on it. He's like calling hoes.
Yeah.
On it, you know what I mean?
I've had like a couple of teeny tumbles at our old place. Like it was just like
And now it's like
No,
we're
my
having-
favorite is.
yeah.
no. But I'm like I had like I forget. It was this past year. Oh fuck, whatever. I'm not even gonna be there anymore. It was what the fuck was it? Last day of school or something, and like I was supposed to get cut because it was fucking like it really wasn't busy. It was mostly just teachers at the bar. And it's like, what am I gonna do? Wait hours?
They always put so many of us on just to stand there and do nothing. It's a
Yeah,
bar-
there
it's
was
a
like
bar
four
thing.
of us on. I was in the bar with Christina, and there was two other people in the dining room, and they had like okay people, but us, it was like, I remember they was like, oh, there's gonna be a 15 tops. I was like, okay, bet, and like they were like, can we all get separate checks? And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this.
God.
Just go to the bar. If you want the table, I don't give a fuck.
And go get up and get your shit. It's like they want to order food and shit.
So then by the time I was like supposed to get cut, there was like 3 big winds that came in because I remember I had to hop behind the bar at like 9-10 o'clock, and it wasn't even teachers at that point. It was just like random fucking people.
Yeah.
But I think it was at like 6 or 7, like Kylie came in and I was like, you know what, fuck it. And I had like 2 or 3 espresso martinis, and like all of a sudden people wanted to order food at that point. Like we're all fleeing to the high tops, and I was just like, what's going on, guys? Like,
how we doing? Nothing better than being like shamelessly drunk waiting on tables sometimes, because you just fun and they're like, okay, this is cool, you know.
So I think it's for bartenders it's different because we're nonstop moving. You can't really tell that we're like a little.
No one could tell that like I was like, you know, like a little drunk. I think it was just like, she's so bubbly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You had like your best reviews that day.
Yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, there was 6 of them, even though there was 2 people sitting there.
Right.
You know, yeah.
So 14 pretzels, got it.
Yeah. Oh man, teacher, the last day of school that gets bananas. Honestly, I remember the time that they like me, David, and Kate showed up like saviors.
Yeah.
Because they were struggling. Yeah.
That's why me and Carrie had to hop behind the bar because they cut. Angie had to go to her other job, and then they just decided to cut someone else. I forget who, but they were like, I literally told you that I was cut, and like, I don't know why this is a problem. So me and her went behind the bar, but I was already done with my shift for like an hour. So like I had a shot, I had like 2 drinks. I was just like chilling after work, and then they were like, get behind there. I was like, time to lock in. Like,
to go back to drunk stories, did I ever tell you my sister's engagement party?
No.
Me and Richie, we used the catering service. They're on Staten Island, and one of the dudes who worked with them was my old buddy's brother. So he sees me. Well, now we're hanging, we're drinking. We end the night, and the kid goes, "Do you know how much Jameson you and your stepdad drank?" We both polished a bottle off by ourselves. And my mom, I remember,
I feel sick for you.
Obliterated. Yeah. And I remember my mom going, "Okay, clean up," and like I snapped into like Mexican mode. Like I remember going
you were grabbing the tablecloths and shit.
Bro, I remember going to a table and just dropping my arms down and going So we go back to my sister's house for, you know, like afters, and someone put me in the front seat because I was like drunk. They put me in the front seat of the minivan with the cake on my lap, and I start falling asleep on the way back. And I remember my sister trying to keep me up. She's like, no, don't let him fall asleep. He'll vomit. It'll get worse. Blah blah. And I'm like, and then I remember I kind of fell asleep for a second. Then I woke up and like I felt it, and I know I had the cake on my lap. So I was like,
why'd they leave you with the cake?
Room? I don't know. But I tried to be quiet about it because I was like, I gotta vomit. So I like roll the window down and I just slowly like start vomiting out the window, right?
Yeah.
And then I hear from the back.
Oh no! Oh god!
Now my sister's ex-husband. No, the window wasn't open.
Oh no! Okay.
Because it's a minivan, right? It's a minivan.
Oh okay,
Yeah.
So I hear from the back my sister's ex-fiance go, "Oh, it's raining." And then I hear from the other side, "No, it's not." And I'm laughing because I know I'm laugh vomiting out of this minivan on the Gowanus doing like 60 miles an hour. And I remember seeing a chick in a cab like come alongside us and like we lock eyes, but her face, she was like, because I'm just scream vomiting out of this fucking side of this car.
You look like Satan himself.
So we get back, and again I purged. So now I boot and rallied. I was like, oh, so I'm in the party, I'm hanging out,
recharged,
right? And then the chick whose van it was pulls up, and I'm like, oh, where you been? I've been looking for you. And she was like, I was cleaning off the side of my van. She had to find a gas station and hosed like the whole. I coated her minivan.
She was better off doing it then instead of waiting.
Yeah.
Clean off. Like get that shit off.
Yeah, but
Jameson and your fucking vomit would have burned the paint off your car.
That's literally what I was trying to say.
Is it raining? I can hear it in my head still, and I still like, oh, that was so fucking funny. I just thought I was like, it's me.
Oh, I would be so fucking pissed.
Oh man. Yo, I was so
like, wait, that's a chunk. Like, that's not a raindrop.
Yo, if it was a car and the window was open, yeah, they would have gotten vomit in their face.
Cloudy with a chance of Jameson, bro.
And think of the smell of Jameson.
Yeah,
vomit,
no, it
bro.
was acid coming out of you. Yeah,
whiskey.
Jameson. The last time I drank Jameson was in AC. I drank a bottle of it. I might have a problem, but I drank no. You guys know me. I don't drink during the week and whatnot. But I drank a bottle of it in the club. I mean, in the hotel. A couple beers in the hotel. Go to the club. I'm having shots of Jameson. I go to drink a last Heineken, and my body literally spit it out. Like, it wouldn't even swallow. So I'm like, all right. I've never been sexually assaulted. But so then we leave the club, and I've never been a throw up the night of guy. Yeah. I've done it like twice in my life, and this was one of them. We walk outside the club, and I tell my ex, I'm like, I gotta get this out of me. And she's like, no, don't do it. So I go to the side. I'm on the boardwalk. I fucking stick my finger in my mouth.
I need to get the filth out.
I start vomiting and whatnot. We get the rickshaw person, because it's on the boardwalk. They bring us to the hotel. I'm vomiting the whole time in this rickshaw. And I'm
this guy's riding a bike. You're like,
I'm apologizing. I was like, I'm going to tip you good, guy. I'm so sorry. I'm vomiting on the side of this thing.
Boardwalk. Seagulls flying in and shit.
So then my ex tells me that she, so we probably got back at the hotel room like 3, 4, 5, 4 in the morning. She said that she woke up after like we went to bed, and I'm in the corner of the hotel room, like standing against the corner, like I'm pissing. And she walks over. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm going to the bathroom." I wasn't. I was just standing there like I was.
Yeah. You were like dreaming about pissing. I was doing that last night. I woke up this morning. I was like, I pissed for sure. I didn't, thank God.
Then she guided me to the bathroom, and then I just fell asleep. I woke up on the toilet bowl against the wall, but it's AC, so you got to get out of there at 11.
Yeah.
So I destroyed 2 hours.
Or you could spend $1 million on a late checkout, which is only an extra hour.
I broke 2 hours going back home.
Oh my God.
What do you mean you broke 2?
I broke the toilet bowl.
Like shitting?
Everything. I broke them.
Were you trying to vomit in the sink, but it's like a foot away?
I broke them and I just left. Like I was sleep. It took. So we check out at 11.
Yeah.
We got back to Staten Island at 8:00 at night because I kept like having to. She didn't drive, so I kept having to pull over. I was like sleeping in the car. I'm drinking apple juices and sodas. To this day,
apple juice is worse. That probably made you fucking.
I don't know. It tasted right at the time. This is fuck.
Good callback.
This has got to be like 13 years ago, 12 years ago.
I hope that happens to me this week.
Still to this day can't taste Jameson.
Oh hell yeah!
I wish I liked AC, but I'm stupid. I don't really get the. I don't know how to play the games. I don't know the rules. I don't.
It doesn't take too long to learn.
The only one I played was when I went with you and Steph, but not at the table.
Yeah, you played the electronic roulette.
Yeah.
Which,
I don't. Anytime I've ever gone, I don't gamble. So I go to AC.
That's what I mean. I'm like, this is cool because I could smoke inside.
Some tables you can, some tables you can't. And then the second you're at a table that you can't smoke at, someone will fucking let you know.
I go to AC for like bars, clubs, drinking, and 2 more drunk stories real quick. I had a sleepwalking thing for a while.
Oh really? Scary.
And first studio I live in.
Sleep pissing. Oh, did I get it? Story ruined.
Next one.
I'm in my studio and I wake up and there is a giant wet spot on the carpet. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
have a dog.
what the fuck is that?
I got that dog
didn't
in
spill
me.
nothing. I didn't drink nothing.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I still to this day don't fully know for sure.
Yeah.
But I think
Did you smell it?
I did, and it didn't really smell like piss. But like, there's nothing else in my house. Like, I wasn't really drinking anything.
Right.
This is my first
Little leak in
studio.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
It was a
It's
big
my first
puddle.
studio, so it was just a bed. You know, like
Not to interrupt, but why does alcohol do that to you? Like, even if you don't drink any water, I feel like when you're like drinking and you're really deep into it, like your piss is crystal fucking clear.
oh,
And there's like not even a smell to it.
yeah.
Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. There might be a scientific reason for it. Maybe the way that like the
That's what I'm saying, like,
enzymes-
maybe
You're
you
saying
did,
You're saying
and-
when you're drinking, your piss is clear.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to do with your kidneys, right? Filtering what you're drinking. So I guess that's a good thing. But usually, like the opposite of it too. Like if I'm drinking, I don't drink a lot of soda anymore. But when I used to, your piss is like fucking orange.
black, bro. Yeah,
And it like
Yeah,
hurts
yeah.
a little bit. You're like
So-
piss because you're pissing out fucking all that shit.
Say if I drink like water all day, there'll still be like a tint or something. Like,
Really?
you know,
Oh, really?
not like
I
a-
drink water all day.
not-
It's clear.
not like a tint, but like it's like if I'm like for like say like the first like few hours that like I'm up,
Yeah.
then it'll become like clear. But like
The
it's like
Brianna
it's
fans
still
are gonna
like
love this.
Yeah,
story
right.
right now. Oh my god.
but then it starts to like dilute itself.
Give
but
me a
then
sample.
like if like if you drink juice or whatever,
Yeah.
like especially cranberry, it's clear. Like
Cranberry flushes you
Yeah.
out, which you
But
would
then-
think would make it colorful because it's pushing all that stuff out.
Yeah.
yeah, like that's my point
Yeah.
of being. And then with like alcohol, I only drink like 3 things for the most part, and it's just like
What does an alcohol kind of dehydrate you?
It does.
I know, but that's to my point. Like when you're
Right.
dehydrated, that means you usually have like yellow piss.
Well, you're not
so if
dehydrated
it's-
Yeah, but
immediately.
you're
pushing out all the water you had in you.
exactly because your pee while you're
becoming
drinking is
dehydrated.
clear,
Yeah.
but your
After
pee the next morning
It's dark.
that thing
usually.
is dark usually.
No.
No?
I don't
Get your
understand.
kidneys
She-
checked.
Yeah, the opposite.
yeah.
She just built different.
Yeah.
it could be because like before I go to bed, I'll like chug like a water bottle.
So do
or
I,
something.
but like I call it the poison piss.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like there's a piss the next morning that like once you
You
have
don't
it
want
out,
it. You
you're
don't
like,
want it. Yeah.
oh, I'm free after that. Like you can feel the poison leaving
I
your
have a
body.
headache after it. Fucking,
The last story, we go out for another someone's birthday. Again we're at whiskey tavern in Manhattan. I'm drinking 12-year-old Jamesons. I'm doing shots of Hennessy. I'm doing stupid
oh,
stuff.
you trying to get someone pregnant?
But
Everyone in the surrounding radius.
yeah, who's getting this shit?
This shit was potent.
Yeah,
his dick's like a metal detector in the bar. No, what is it? The people that search for shit on the beach.
yeah. But
I'm looking for you.
yeah. The she is really just a barrel.
Looking for the most fertile.
So the next day, because I'm in college, I'm in my last year of college. I'm doing my like dissertation and whatnot for history and whatnot. I'm doing all original research on prisoners of war from World War II. I had to go to the main library in Manhattan, like the main one on Fifth Avenue with the lions out front.
Right.
I'm downstairs in like the bottom of that going through microfilm and shit like that.
Yeah.
The next day I had to go do research. If I didn't, I would have to, because it was a Sunday, I would have to take off
to
work
wait.
Monday and whatnot. So I wake up and I'm immediately vomiting and it's bad. But I'm like, oh, I'm determined. I got to do this. So I fucking hoof it. I do it. I stop and get a bacon, egg, and cheese. I go to the city. I'm bad shape. Bad shape. I park. It's Sunday. I could get immediate parking. My ex came with me. Like, I give it to her. She came with me.
She walked you up.
Huh? Yeah.
She walked you up like grandpa.
So we park, and I'm like, I gotta get this out. And I have a thing where I know, like, to make myself throw up when I need to throw up, all I gotta do is lay down, and it'll immediately happen.
Oh, really?
So like I put the seat back, and as soon as like I don't even finish laying down, it happens. I come out, I kick my door open, I vomit on the side of the street, and I get back in. My ex is dying laughing, and I'm like, "What?"
Thanks, babe.
We had parked in front of a diner,
Oh my god.
and she first of all like I threw up like the sandwich hole still.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Each ingredient.
like wrapping paper and everything.
Made the sandwich again.
He threw up a Scooby-Doo egg sandwich.
Yeah. The guy in the diner like looked at me as I vomited, and then she said he made this face and just put the menu down. I vomit the whole way to the meter, thinking that I have to pay meter, and then I realize it's Sunday. I don't have to pay meter.
Oh, you Steve Bruled.
I'm like hanging on the meter vomiting. I walk the whole way to the library vomiting. The library is beautiful. It's nice upstairs. You can sit. There's trees. I'm on the trees vomiting on marble.
My God.
I go into the library. I'm trying to make this happen. I can't even get downstairs. I'm in the bathroom so bad that there's a dude starts knocking. Buddy, you okay? I come out. This is the first time I'd ever had the shivers. I'm asking my ex. I'm like, what's happening to me? I'm like, I'm getting hot. I'm getting cold. She's like, yeah, you had alcohol poisoning. So I think I'm all right. I'm not all right. One last happens. I start trying to run to the bathroom. I'm not making it. I'm nowhere near a garbage because this is the New York Public Library.
Yeah.
I pulled my hat off my head.
No.
Vomited in my hat.
Fruit basket, you shit.
Get in there. And at the end of the day, I had to call it quits. I couldn't even do it. So I had to call it the next day anyway, work and fucking do.
Just started there.
Yeah, I should have just. I tried, but like, oh, that was
The
bad.
whole time.
Yeah, but could you imagine if you even made it? You're like, I understand all this.
Yeah,
The whole time
exactly.
your ex is just so proud of you.
Right. I don't know why she's my ex. Yeah.
You go, babe.
But on that note,
hard.
bucket. Am I the first this time? Yeah, I think
I
so.
went
Right.
first last time.
Let's see if I mean, because I've kicked the bucket over a couple times again. So let's.
You and those damn troll feet.
She was disgusted. She came here the other day to help edit it a little bit.
Yeah.
And right before she came.
Michael Kine.
Before she came,
Michael Kine.
I accidentally kicked the bottom of my couch and halved my toenail. Yeah,
I feel it.
this thing was jagged and waiting.
You were chasing around the room with it? Are you good?
Oh, this is a repeat.
I hate feet so much, but
This is a repeat.
he goes, I know you don't want to see this, and he just
look.
raises his toe, and it was a perfect fucking prison shank
Yeah.
on his on his big toenail.
It was, bro. No, ripped half my toenail. It hurts still. It's deep.
I'm curling up right now. I don't feel great about it. I'm gripping the couch with my nubs.
Show the 50th picture in your camera roll.
That was me.
Scary. Oh my God.
50th from the top or 50th from the bottom?
Probably
From the top.
bottom. The top. Oh, you have to go all the way back up? Christ.
You just press.
What, you think Grandpa's gonna be able to do that?
Look at how wide his eyes.
No. I have a missed call from my brother.
Oh, we were waiting for that. T.
Dude, baby, come get your money, don't you worry.
All right, yeah.
Oh, you got it?
This is a little guy.
Lame.
Cute.
Yeah. That's my ex's pug.
Oh, I love pugs.
We'll show
so
it.
much.
My guy, I miss him. Is Eddie.
Pin
Hey.
it, just so you remember.
Yeah.
Screenshot
Look
that
at his
shit.
face. Look at him. He just looks so fucking
fucking adorable.
Yeah.
I love
He's
pugs.
old as fuck there at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my guy, man.
And he's dead.
Eddie is dead.
Anyway. Just like everything else I love. Oh, R.I.P. Eddie!
Say that. R.I.P. everyone.
Book it. Tell your most embarrassing story. So I don't know if it's the most embarrassing, but I just thinking about it. What?
Hit us with it.
Hate it with it.
Give it to me, boy.
Oh, I fucking
I pulled my pee-pee out.
that would probably be more embarrassing for my sister.
Yeah. Whoa!
No. I took a piss on her while we were playing baseball in the field. It was funny. On her leg.
Not a jellyfish in sight.
What are you
Why
talking
did you
about?
piss on her leg?
All right, I guess we'll do this one then.
No. I want both of them. Tell them two stories.
Both of them.
No, so
Both of them now.
No, where she's gonna
Can't
remember
just
this.
slide that in there and bypass it.
No, we were. We had a big field next to my house. I lived in that development in the Four Brothers development. You know about it. So the giant field next to where I live. So we always played like football or baseball or whatever. And there was a bunch of trees darting it, so we would kind of use trees as bases for baseball. And I was little. Like she was playing softball with like her girlfriends in the neighborhood. We're all really young. I'm like 8 or something. Still too old to do this. But we would go upstate all the time, and my dad, fucking would teach us, just piss in the woods, just do it.
Right, yeah, dude shit.
So I had a piss, and she's on the base that I'm supposed to be covering. I think I was manning the base, and she was looking to like run, and I just fucking take my pants down. I start pissing on the tree. But the wind caught me, and it fucking blew all over her fucking leg. I pissed all up her leg. It's her and her girlfriends, and this is a young girl too. She's like, she's probably going into high school soon. Mortified, bro. Embarrassed the fuck out of her forever.
100%.
Oh, it was the worst thing ever. Little animal child, little wild thornberry ass. Fucker.
8.
Yeah,
So
I thought it was hysterical.
what's the embarrassing story that came to your mind?
So what came to my mind is in the same field. Now I'm older. I think I'm like
Pissed on your dad.
my dad pissed on me. No, you guys fucking reacted so heavily when I said
Yeah, I needed that.
God, you can't think of the innocent part of it. But
What
you're like, what other ways did I react? I understand. Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, you didn't give an age, kind of like I pissed up like that one time, as if we knew.
Yeah.
One time in band camp.
You guys don't hear my thoughts the way I hear them? What do you mean? No, the other time I would say was like truly embarrassing. So we had like a group of friends in the neighborhood or whatever, and we would all hang out. And I think it was like one Halloween. One of my buddies, who was like my closest friend at the time, he had like friends over from like his school that I didn't know, so I kind of felt like a little weird. And I was cool with a bunch of them, but there was this one guy, and he was like kind of a fucking kind of a dick. Like I played football, but he played football, but he was bigger than me, and I didn't like that. We were like playing and whatever, and he was a shit talker, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking fight this kid, like young, like fucking scrap playground type fight. And I go in like a fucking idiot, and I just go in fucking, we're exchanging words, and like I'm far away from him, and I was like, fuck it, and I fucking ran at him, and I jumped in the air, and I did like one of these fucking kicks. I was literally completely off the ground. I was like into gymnastics and shit when I was younger too. I was like very spry. And I fucking jump up, the leg out, like I was trying to do the fucking Bruce Lee kick, and I fly right past him. And I fucking I fucking hit the dirt, man. Did a split, hurt my groin. Kid comes over, starts fucking wailing on me and shit. Yeah. It's terrible, bro. I got my ass kicked.
Oh, I'm so sorry, bro.
I was young. That's funny.
That's like a movie, though.
Yeah,
like,
it was some super bad shit. It was really upsetting.
I'm glad that like hit you.
Yeah. It took me a minute.
In a movie, that would be like
I hated
it
that
would
day.
slow mo. It would slow mo pause as you miss, like
Yeah. Because I was the fucking big tough kid, and then you brought a bigger, tougher kid to my neighborhood, and I got my ass beat. Yeah.
Yo, you went home and said, "Cut my life into pieces."
My hair immediately grew into it started straightening.
That's when it happened. That was the change.
That's when the shower cries began.
It was embarrassing, man. You know what?
Did you cry?
No. Didn't cry. We scrapped a little bit. It was more of like an anger. Didn't hurt me too bad, but he was like, he fucking wailed on me. He was a dick. Because I was on the ground. Now he was fucking.
Yeah. He took I mean, if you were in a fight,
took advantage of it. Yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah.
And then like,
so if you fight in a
what was really embarrassing about it is that the friend who was like, because now this kid was here because his mom's friends with my friend's mom. That's why they're even in our neighborhood. They're having like a party while we're out hanging out. Now we had to go back. Now my fucking buddy told the fucking his mom, the story, like all embarrassing, the parents having us together, it's fucking.
Yeah.
I'm covered in dirt, bruises and shit.
His taint is ripped.
Got my ass ripped open. It was crazy.
I'm so sorry. I love you, buddy. I love you.
I still remember the wind rushing through me.
You remember all of that.
I thought I was going to body that motherfucker, honestly.
Yeah.
If that kid connected, I might have killed him. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe it was a good thing it didn't work out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny, man.
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. Name top 5 guilty pleasure movies.
Ooh.
I haven't been a movie
Is that mine?
person.
Yeah.
I haven't been like a movie person recently, but
Looks like Hop. Name Hop.
name Hop. I have like a list of movies in my notes. I'm trying to remember what one of these ones. I remember Liar's Moon was a big one when I was a kid. It was like one of Reese Witherspoon's like early movies. She's like really young.
Man in the Moon?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, who's the boy that's in it?
He was the boy.
This is
Sam Waterston? No, that's old. Jason Linden?
the most
Oh, yeah, Jason Linden.
Jason Linden.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
this is probably the most unorganized
This is
video
gonna get trapped up a little bit.
of all fucking time. But yeah, he's in it. He's like some farmer boy, and there's like some creek or whatever, and like she's like, I think in the movie she's like supposed to be like a 9 or 10, and there's like this like hot teenage boy, and they end up swimming together and they kiss.
Scandal.
And like, yeah, scandal.
For
It's like,
real.
ooh. And then he ends up fucking with her older sister. Like, talk about the fucking heartbreak. I remember like seeing that when I was a kid, and I was like,
Some shit you can
her
relate
older
to, I'm
sister's a
sure.
fucking whore. Like, what? No.
Oh. Number 2.
I feel like guilty pleasure movies are like things that you're like,
That are bad.
And-
that are like, yeah, like you know, like
You wouldn't want to admit it.
one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies is Waterworld, and everybody hates Waterworld.
Everybody hates Waterworld.
Yeah.
Can't Buy Me Love. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. It's like a classic, like Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
It's the movie is like a nerd makeover, which has been done a million times before, where it's like, I dare you to date that
2 for
guy.
2, very, very, girl meets boy love rom. I would not have expected that out of you.
I would. Guilty pleasure. Keep
Yeah.
it thin.
Oh, true. Guilty pleasure.
Mean Creek. I don't know why. That's something like I've always like randomly visited.
What's mean?
Never even heard of these movies.
It's with Josh Peck. There's 2 other like big names in it. He's like, it's like probably when like the beginning of
2004.
Drake and Josh was, and he's like, "Shut up, Millie, you chapped cunt."
Oh my god. Is he
Rory
still heavy?
Culkin's
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it?
the-
Okay. Rory what?
Rory Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's brother's in it.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 like big names in it, other than like
I didn't know there
him.
was
Coming of
another
age,
Culkin.
psychological drama.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. Josh Peck dies. Spoiler.
89 on Rotten Tomato.
Oh, might have to give that a watch. What's
Tomato.
number 4?
That's 4?
No, that's 3. What's number 4?
3. 4, I guess, would be 13.
13.
Not 13 Ghosts. 13.
No,
Ghosts.
13.
Yeah,
What's
13. Isn't that a horror movie?
No, it's the chick that was married to Marilyn Manson.
Oh,
She just had a documentary come out.
Evan Rachel Wood.
Yeah.
Evan Rachel Wood, Holly Hunter.
And who's the Spanish girl? Something with an M.
Nikki Reed. Oh,
Nikki Reed.
Vanessa Hudgens. Vanessa Hudgens is in it also.
Yeah, for like 0.2 seconds, but it's
81 on Rotten Tomato.
it's like a good teenage girl type movie. But there's this one part that it's so fucking serious, but it makes me and my sister laugh all the time. It's at like the peak of her. Yep. Yeah. It's like at the peak where like her mom is like seeing how much damage has been caused by this like one bad influence like friend that she has.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And her mom's just like, it's all hitting her and like seeing like, why have you done this to yourself, like blah blah blah. And she just like looks at her mom and she goes, no bra, no panties, no. And it's supposed to be like this serious moment.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking stupid and it makes me laugh. It's just something like I've seen like forever that like I'll always like revisit it just because like some of it is like classic like 2000s like cringe like where it's like I used to think this was cool.
So cool, yeah.
Is that 4 or is that 5?
That's 4.
She's one more.
Again,
number 5 is Schindler's List.
I mean, hell yeah. Oh.
Schindler's List.
Ginger.
I was like, I love that movie.
Boy said, hell yeah. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not a guilty.
It's
not a guilty pleasure movie.
No.
Cruel Intentions.
Good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really. I mean, I guess it could be guilty pleasure
Just
in a way.
okay, so like I don't know why I keep associating
Solid soundtrack.
Guilty pleasure with like things that like are cringe in it. So like you wouldn't necessarily like show this movie to someone. Like if you were hanging out, I wouldn't like put this movie
Put on Cruel Intentions.
I'd rather watch this by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
those are my
yeah.
5.
Gotcha. All right. Which brings us into
End segments.
end segments. Who went first last time?
I don't know. Life is a blur and I don't remember anything.
Everything's dead.
But I can go first.
Start you. Yeah.
All right, so my game of the week is fucking all-time classic in my book. It's the fucking sweater I'm wearing. It's the necklace.
Honestly, you should stand up and show them the back.
I should show the back, right?
Show the back.
I had this made.
Yeah, show them cheeks.
You gotta fucking
show them cheeks.
lean. You gotta bend your knees. The cameras ain't gonna get that. No, more. Bend down more. More.
No, just go down on your knees.
No, on your knees.
Yeah. For camera. There you go.
Yeah, this is like the original. I was not gonna hear it. This is the original art for the two characters, Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X. It's also my phone screen. Favorite game. I fell in love with it. It's for the PS2. Came out in 2001. I fell in love with it. Watched my brother play because I have an older brother. 2001. Yeah. Having an older brother meant that he got the video games and I just kind of watched and I got to play if he wasn't playing, so that wasn't often.
Siblings.
But I'd watch him play this game all the time, and I never watched him beat it, and it was always such an adventure to me, and I was like enamored by it. It was the first Final Fantasy with voice acting, which a lot of people think is like pretty bad. There's a lot of moments, there's a lot of like fucking forced moments in the game, but they're like directed to be that way. Like there's something called the laugh in Final Fantasy X, which you probably know about. Whereas there's that scene where Titus and Yuna are there, and they're sad, but they're coming to terms. They're angry, and she's spitting back his wisdom to him that he should laugh it out, and he's like, ha 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 ha, and like people think like, oh, the game sucks because they see that, and like even the voice actor himself now he has like a big YouTube and everything like that, and he's like, what you guys don't understand is it was supposed to be that way. They told me you have to force it, you know. Yeah. We can fucking put a clip of that. It's everywhere. That fucking ha ha ha. But no, one of my favorite games. Turn-based strategy. Really like take your time with it. It wasn't like the old ones where it was like an action turn-based where like, you had to wait for a gauge to fill up. You just it's all about like figuring out the puzzle for the boss. I never saw my brother beat it, so then when I finally picked it up,
it was definitely the first like most action-y Final Fantasy.
Well, it wasn't. It was strictly turn-based.
From like at the time, though. I mean, like if when I compared Final Fantasy X to like 8 and 7 and whatnot, Final Fantasy X had a lot more. I don't know, like the water ball game and stuff like that. Like it was a lot.
Yeah,
there was a lot more to it than...
Yeah, the other games had their mini games, like fucking 7, you Chocobo Racing, 8, you're playing cards.
Yeah.
They all have...
Well, maybe graphics-wise is what really made the difference.
It was a big step up. It was the first one to come PS2.
Yeah.
Everything before that was PS1. So, They've remastered it a trillion times. I have it on my computer, my PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5, my Switch. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Because 8 and 7 came in like a 4-disc pack. Was X like that also?
No, 10 was a single disc.
Single disc,
now you're on the new
yeah.
platform. Even 9 was like that too. You,
so you used to play, like when I played Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and like big games back in the day.
Discs they didn't hold enough memory.
They didn't hold enough. So you'd get to a point in the game where it would like just black screen, insert next disc. Yeah. And you'd have to... Boop.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Titanic came on games. 2 VHS.
Yeah, exactly. That was so long.
Yeah, I remember that. We had that in my house.
Song of the week.
Song of the week.
Changes. Time things are strange. Changes.
That should be the song.
Changes by David Bowie.
Yeah. We chose our song.
I'm taking over.
Yeah. Stop cutting us off, Brianna.
I'm going to shout out this one to Kylie. It's Dope Fiend Friday by Rio de Young OG. I have nothing else to say.
I just got like cursed out in Gen Z.
Here's the image of it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just, oh God. He's such, like, he's definitely, like, within, like, the last, like,
trap?
3 years have been, like, one of my favorite trap artists because, like, he picks, other than, like Chief Keef, which is also in, like, my, like, top favorite, like, trap type rappers, like, he has, like, so many, like, funny things where it's just, like, he either has, like, I'm not, like, a mega fan where I don't know, like, who's like making the beats, if it's like a producer or like who's his like mixer and stuff like that, but it's just like he chooses like so many funny samples where it's like I don't know if he's actually like into these like movies or like certain like sounds that are like referencing something. One of his other songs, it wasn't this song specifically, but it's the song that like the Munchkins sing, not the Munchkins, the whatever, the fucking little people. No, in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, the Oompa
Loompas.
No, in the Johnny Depp one, he like sampled something that they sang in that, and then like he like takes their vocals. It starts off with like whatever song that they sing in that, and then it like turns into this like sick trap beat. Okay. And he's also like not like a very like serious rapper. Like he could be like pretty like silly. Like I don't even know how many bars he's wrote about like farting or like shitting on a like
Oompa Loompas. Yeah. I got the feel that he was
silly. He can be serious, but like this like one song, like it's just like I feel like no matter who you are, like the specific beat that's on it, like it's got some stank on it. Like if I put this on in the car with like anyone besides like maybe like an old person, someone would just be like,
hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm the old person. For me, movie of the week, movie called A Scanner Darkly. It's Keanu Reeves, Woody Harrelson, Robert Downey Jr., Winona Ryder. Based off of
great fucking cast. I don't know this movie. I never know any of the movies you tell me about.
Based off of Philip K. Dick's story, Scanner Darkly. Philip K. Dick is who's behind Blade Runner and a lot of the AI stuff and whatnot. It's really cool because it's I can't remember the term for it.
Telekinesis.
No, they rotoscoping. Where they film like us and then go back over it to make it look like it's almost cartoony or drawn, but it's not. But because it's all about Scanner Darkly, plot wise, is Keanu Reeves' character is kind of he's a cop, but he's also in with this group who are doing drugs and like a lot of drugs and crazy drugs, and drugs are sort of like taking over the world, like with these little pills. So it's very societal based, and like it's Philip K. Dick, so it's corporations and government, and like there's a lot of depth to it, but it's told in this really funny manner. I mean, it's not funny, but like it's told in this weird, crazy manner. Like one of the main guys is like, because it's also done rotoscoping, so like he's always seeing bugs crawl over his face and stuff like that. Like it's fantastic movie. Has a wonderful, wonderful speech by Keanu Reeves, because his character because he's an undercover cop. So, and in the world that it's taking place in, which is a little bit more advanced than us technology wise. The undercover cops wears this mask, like this suit that changes their face constantly, so you can't really tell who they are. It changes their voice also. Right. And he's giving this speech at one point. It's kind of, and he's giving this speech at one point, and it's so, you know how heavy I get. Like it's so deep and societal and whatnot, but it's a fantastic movie. A Scanner Darkly. Give it a watch.
Give it a listen. Give it a play.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And with that, let's see what happens.
All right.
Let's see what happens, guys.
Gotta shake the spit out.
Wow.
It's kind of getting better.
That's it.
That was a hot one.
Yo, this is a hot one here. This is a hot one.